The reason to create a sports car, a roadster, as the first stage of this, is because it attracts attention, or what?
Oh, so good, great question. So, because people often misinterpret why we have created a sports car, because they will say, you know, the implication will be
sports cars for rich guys is not a way to solve the energy problem.
Right, exactly. And they would sort of like that I feel that there was somehow a shortage of sports cars for rich guys or something like that, and that was the problem.
That's right.
And not, you know, if any new technology is expensive when it starts out. And you can point to pretty much anything, because the first thing that engineers are trying to do is make it work, and then when you make it work, then you optimize and you optimize and you optimize. And if you look at the early days of computers or cell phones or almost anything, even the early days of gasoline cars, they used to be toys for rich people until they were made affordable and mass production.
Henry Ford came along.
Yeah, and then you combine that with
the car,
yeah, and then you combine that with the fact that we're just a little startup, you know, there's just no way that we could afford $1 billion to make a giant car plant that would make, you know, hundreds of thousands of cars a year, because that's the kind of volume you have to get to make cheap cars. And then it's also the first iteration of the technology. So we had both a volume problem and a new technology problem. And so that naturally you have to
reach scale.
You have to reach scale, and you have to work the bugs out of the system, and so you got to make it, and you want to make your mistakes at a small scale.